33% of us admit to shoplifting at some time in our lives.
Right. This is the place.
In Brighton, Jamie Nye made it a career.
Aladdin's Cave.
He represents a growing band of thieves who shoplift to order.
I can slip in there, get that bathrobe and just walk out. Job done. I started shoplifting as a kid, like silk shirts, silk jackets, because you can scrunch them up and they're expensive, scrunch them up, put them in your bag. You know what I mean? Easy money.
Jamie is 36. He was first jailed for shoplifting aged 21.
I went into a toy shop, filled my rucksack up, full of Teletubbies, Dipsy, Lala, Tinky Winky and Poe. Come out the toy shop, security guard grabbed me, nicked, caught, prison, and I got stick in prison. They called me the Teletubby thief. In my time, I've stolen anything and everything. From Dyson Hoovers to Winnie the Pooh. I remember when I hit that Ann Summers shop, loads of vibrators. Get a tenner for the power.
With police budgets facing cuts of up to 20%, he says times have never been better for the shoplifter.
The police, the old bill, are running out of money, ain't got no money, and the shops ain't got no money, so they can't afford the staff, like security guards and store detectives, so it's piss easy. 2 seconds, we'll show you, say, yeah? I'm not taking it out. 15 quid, tenner. I mean, he's coming in and get loads of these.
The retail price for that gift basket is £40, but your local shoplifter can offer a dramatic discount.
As you go third the price, not our third. Primark is a no-no. Too cheap. 3 quid a t-shirt. Rubbish.
But the good shopkeepers of Brighton haven't given up the fight. Across town, 2 store detectives who know Jamie well. Steve and Dan patrol the streets of Brighton hunting for shoplifters.
We're the uncaped crusaders of Brighton. We class Brighton as Gotham City, and it's our patch. Bid 1, Sierra Golf.
Yeah, Andy, it's done. We're on a covert operation at the minute.
They were a little well dodgy, didn't they? Smiths.
She's bought it. Yeah, she has bought it. Bugger.
Charlie Sierra from Delta Charlie, are you receiving?
They're so dedicated, they actually patrol the streets for free, on their days off.
They do get a bit carried away. It's because they do love their job.
I'm passing next.
HMV.
Dan's missus and my missus, they hate it.
Yeah,
but,
Christ.
you know, they knew what they are. They're like sort of security widows, so to speak.
I'm getting married soon, so I'm just waiting for the day that Steve phones me up and says, I've got a job on my wedding day.
Yeah.
A lady acting very suspiciously.
As shoplifting reaches record levels, Steve and Dan are dealing with new types of shoplifter.
Big show of looking around at the moment.
M&S have got a job on.
in M&S.
Security, go up.
They've got a call to assist at Marks and Spencer's food hall. The description is of a middle-aged woman in glasses.
So she's got 3 in the bag and paying for 1 of the chocolates.
For 1 and chocolates.
M&S have got a female just inside at the moment. She's paying for a bottle of wine and a box of chocolates, but she's concealed 3 bottles of wine already into her bag.
And she's carrying a...
The woman is reported to be leaving the store.
This one.
That one.
Yeah, sure, we'll take her. Oh, excuse me, love. With security, just have a little word with you. It's a security guard from M&S.
More expenses for us, please.
After you, my love.
If you two want to follow this lad
Just follow the
upstairs,
security officer.
Brighton stores have seen a rise in otherwise respectable people being accused of shoplifting.
3 to 5 years ago, you could probably pinpoint about 25 prolific offenders that were probably committing 80% of the theft here in Brighton and Hove. From looking at a lot of CCTV in the last 6 months, a lot of it that I'm seeing is just smart, presentable people that you would just never guess that are out concealing goods.
Basically, we saw this female select 3 bottles of small wine. No attempt of bringing these out of her bag at all, just didn't pay for these at all.
The woman has failed to pay for 3 miniature bottles of wine and a Maris Piper potato worth 50p.
Yeah, I thought I'd got them before.
No, you didn't, I'm afraid. We've seen you on camera.
Because I put everything in my bag when I go round. I always do that.
The items come to less than £8, but she still has to face the consequences.
You're going to be barred from Marks and Spencer's, totally. Every Marks and Spencer's in the country. In addition to that, if you go into a Marks and Spencer store from today onwards, you will be trespassing and you'll be treated as a trespasser. We could call the police. Okay?
I'm now going to take a quick shot of you. This just goes on, obviously, our paperwork there at the office.
Shoplifting is now so common that shops routinely ban suspects rather than call the police.
I've now been banned from every Marks and Spencer's, and if I go in there I'll be asked to leave or they'll call the police or something. I mean, I just find that quite shocking, really, for a minor £7 mistake.
Because she was at self-serve, I suppose no one would have questioned it.
No.
And she thought, hello, I'm onto a winner here, and just sort of done it. But, you know, she may have forgot, she may have not forgot. It's just one of them things, isn't it?
Well, I feel quite shocked. I really do. I'm not a shoplifter, for Christ's sake. Oh, it's horrible. It really is horrible. I feel like I'm branded now. Forever.
You shop in Marks and Spencer's a lot?
Yes, I do. Well, obviously won't be anymore.
The woman paid for the wine and the potato was returned to the food hall.
And it wasn't just a potato, was it?
No, it was a M&S, simply M&S potato.
Today's shoplifters are using increasingly sophisticated techniques to steal. And one of the most popular involves the shop's D-tagger and an accomplice.
Right, I'm going to show you a trick of the trade with the D-tagger, which is this item here. I'm going to D-tag these lines, Steve's going to come along and walk out of them.
A D-tagger is used by shops to take security tags off clothes. They're increasingly being stolen and used by shoplifters. Once the security tags are removed, the accomplice takes the clothes. And with a little distraction...
Yeah, sorry, I got really, really close. I was just coming around the corner and just got set off. Sorry about that. Right.
He leaves with the goods. Using this technique, shoplifters can clear entire clothes rails in a matter of minutes.
These are good, these steaks. If I get loads of these steaks, if I get 10 packets of these steaks, I'm at a few quid. They're like £7 each.
The recession has opened up new markets for the shoplifter who steals to order. Even food is being stolen.
Not everyone wants perfumes, aftershaves, lingerie. They want a decent Sunday roast, a traditional Sunday roast.
In the past couple of years, soaring inflation has led to a dramatic rise in meat thefts.
It's believed he's wearing 3/4 length shorts.
The problem is so serious that many supermarkets now put security tags on their meat.
Just play it from there.
Yeah.
Pause it.
He's that one that tried to hit St James's Street the other day.
Crafty git.
Steve and Dan are on the trail of a notorious meat thief who's hitting shops all round Brighton.
He's picked the basket up as he's come in, he's filled it up with meat, and then he's just gone to the front of the store, wait to see when the coast is clear, and then he's gone out with the basket. I bet you any money we go up Windsor Street and find all the basket.
Be up there.
This basket of meat is probably worth £100. Steve and Dan visit the crime scene to search for evidence.
Steaks,
he's taken a whole lot.
He's wiped the shelf of
The sort of
steaks.
stuff he's had. He's actually cleared the whole shelf, yeah, he's cleared the whole shelf. Usually they dump the basket in one of the bins, but they're all locked around here, so...
Some meat go off quicker than others. Like chicken, you have to get it there quick because it's going to go off. Chicken, it goes off, doesn't it, easy, quick. So you have to get it quick to your supplier. So they got a decent bit of meat, and they give you the dough.
Brighton's meat thief is still at large. But Steve and Dan are convinced that one day they'll catch him.
Come on. Someone's got to be about.
In Brighton, it's Steve and Dan's day off. but they're still hunting for shoplifters.
Yeah, I've got suspect on my store, still in the building.
The staff from Sports Direct have called for help.
We're only 2 minutes away, mate. We'll come by.
Easy, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Easy, mate.
Just a favour. Just pop back in the store for
Stop
us, please,
walking.
mate.
Can you come back to the shop?
Alex, if it gets fruity, just put them on the floor, mate. Right, you got anything in there that's going to hurt me? You got no sharps or nothing?
What are you doing?
I'm just going through your property, mate. Make sure you've got nothing else you shouldn't have on you.
There's nothing else on him.
This man has helped himself to a pair of Carrymore Summit Pro trainers, worth 40 quid.
No, you just need to sit down
sit
for
down.
it. They
sit
need to
down.
sort out what they're doing.
Listen, sit down. Thank you. Don't bother doing that, mate, because you'll end up getting hurt. Just call it on the nines. Call it on the nines. You just went to punch me.
You won't punch me, you know?
Just stay calm.
Yeah, Sharon, this male we detained at Sports Direct now decided to kick off, so he's on the floor. Yeah.
Where are you from? Poland. You fucking spit at me. He's just assaulted me by spitting at me. Can you get me some tissue? Yeah. Fucking bastard. Fucking bastard.
You try and be nice and polite and easy with them.
Don't touch my face.
Right, you're under arrest for theft and common assault.
Fuck off.
Okay, he's all yours. They put the spit mitt on his head. I hate people that spit.
You'd rather get hit than spit.
Yeah, I'd rather him punch me in the face than spit at me. It's horrible. I've had people that have been pissed, spitting at me. I've had people full on, like greening, if you like, spitting at me. And I've had people, like we call the Spider-Man spit, where they spit with their fingers. It's just, it's horrible.
The shoe thief, who is Lithuanian, was charged with shoplifting and assault for the spitting. He was later sentenced to 34 weeks in jail.
Good result, that one, really. I like it when it goes like that. Cheers, thanks for that.
See you later.
A successful prosecution is never certain, but Steve and Dan don't seem to mind. They just love nicking people.
At the end of the day, that's my little thing, that's what I like. I mean, they've had a chance, they've been caught, and they've spent the rest of the day or all afternoon and part of the evening sitting in a little 6x6 cell, little concrete cell, a nice little concrete bed with a sheet, and I've gone home and had my tea.
While the detectives believe right is on their side, some shoplifters are equally convinced there's no harm in what they're doing.
Why go and work a 9 to 5 when I could just go out when I want and make 500 quid? Society has played a massive, massive part in it. It's become part of the day-to-day living in the country, is the fact that people steal. That's it. It's not a shock factor anymore.
The shoplifters have developed techniques to beat almost every measure the stores have put in place to catch them.
Okay, I'm going to show you a trick with these items here. It's called sleeving. I'm going to conceal them and then I'm going to blag them out the shop.
This is one of the more blatant shoplifting techniques. The trick relies on the fact that most door alarms work only up to shoulder height.
Okay, by lifting my arm over the barrier, the tag's in my arm with the stock on, the alarm doesn't go off.
The store detectives may not have all the resources of the police, but they have their own new tactics to keep up with the lifters.
That's one person I wouldn't have thought had a Facebook account, but hello.
Has he got a Facebook account?
Hello.
In Brighton, Steve and Dan are keeping tabs on some old adversaries.
This is the most prolific shoplifter in Brighton at the moment.
He's a real banana.
Used to be a traffic warden.
And he's been lifting for donkeys, and he's probably one of the worst shoplifters ever.
I've nicked him. Click on his profile.
Okay. Using Facebook is a good tool because what we can do with it is link one offender to another and see who's associated with who. Also, a lot of the time they tend to put on their profile statuses what they're up to that day. Maybe they're going to Brighton or they're going to Eastbourne or Tunbridge, so then you know where they're going to go and hit that day. Oh my God, he's got children.
God, he's got offspring, Jesus.
God, he's brought life into the world.
As well as the local thieves, Metcalfe and his team have a new adversary. The intercity travelling criminal.
New Haven, Peacehaven, Rottingdean.
Former shoplifter Jamie Nye became notorious along the south coast as one of the region's most prolific thieves.
I call it an away fixture. I'll leave Brighton for the day. You know what I mean? I'm going to a football match, but I'm going shoplifting, going shoring.
I've hit Shoreham, I've hit Southwick, I've hit Pulslade, I've hit Hove. Best thing about it, no one knows my face. Different place, different face.
Jamie sees easy pickings away from the big cities.
You're going to shot an old person doing a knitting beyond the jump. She's not going to respect it, is she? So there's me in the corner, out of myself, gone.
It's lovely, it's a sleepy town, they're all asleep. Easy pickings, no cameras, no store detectives, no old Bill.
Hello.
All right. I'm just browsing, love. Pair of Ralphies.
Big city pros like Jamie think that local coppers are no match for them.
They're like robots. Got no sense of humour. Got no vroom vroom vroom. Like Thierry Henry says, you ain't got no vroom vroom.
At this new-look store in Brighton, over £1,000 of goods are disappearing every week. So they've called in the professionals. Freelance store detectives Steve and Dan have been drafted in as troubleshooters to tackle the problem.
We've got 12 months to get ourselves out of the top 30 loss-making stores. It's gone from £884 per week to £1,220 per week. Therefore, our loss has gone through the roof.
In Steve and Dan's world, no one is above suspicion.
Hang on.
Hit my shoulder.
Yeah, free selected. Open the bag and put the stuff in it.
But things don't get off to the best start.
Extremely pissed off. .com.
Checking back the day's CCTV, Steve spots a man who's made off with 8 pairs of sandals.
Bagged them. Bags them on the stairs.
Crafty buggers.
Bloody little gits. We'll have them though. They'll be back. We'll have them. You live to fight another day. Hopefully they'll walk back in again. We'll see. But no, extremely annoying.
Working in pairs like Chris and Abby has its benefits, as store detectives Steve and Dan know only too well.
This one's called the bag switch, and this one's used by teams. The first lifter comes into the store with the empty bag. He fills the bag up in the store, leaves the bag and leaves the store.
The first shoplifter has not committed an offence, as the stock has not left the store.
Right, second shoplifter comes in, identical bag, switches with the full one and straight off.
The second lifter walks out of the shop with all the stolen goods and the perfect alibi.
The genius to this trick is, if security stop you, you just say you picked up the wrong bag.
The bus pass bandit crime wave continues to rise. And the over 60s are now one of the fastest growing sections of the prison population.
You wouldn't expect someone the age of your nan to be walking into Marks and Spencer's loading up, but they do.
If you've got an old person or Hilda Robden, or if you've got a chav with a Burberry cat, who's a suspect? The chav? He's a suspect, isn't he? Hilda Robden, she's got away with the goods.
Where's he gone? Where's he gone? I just see him come in. I thought, oh yes, here we go, job. He's prolific.
In New Look, in Brighton, store detective Dan Cleaver is working alone.
Right, there's a guy over there with a check shirt on. He's going to bag up. He's just selecting now.
He's spotted a known lifter acting suspiciously around a rail full of denim hot pants.
I've nicked this guy before. Just stay there.
The crouching man places his coat over his left shoulder, a well-known shoplifter's trick.
He's just put his jacket over his arm, so what he's going to do is he's going to put them under his jacket. One, two, three. He's lined them all up. Right, here we go. OK, yeah, he's just concealed them under his jacket.
The suspect takes 7 pairs of denim hot pants from the rail and hides them under his coat before heading for the door.
He's quite quick on his feet, so he might run.
Without his sidekick for backup, it's now up to Dan to catch the thief when he leaves the store.
And he's got 6 pairs under there. He's just going towards the door. Carl, back in you go. Right, I got him. Come upstairs. Carl.
I've got things in hand, like,
Yeah,
look,
Carl.
I didn't walk past.
Well,
I
you
didn't
did, mate.
walk out.
You shouldn't be
I
allowed in
did
here
it.
anyway. Listen,
Right.
Carl, I've got cuffs on me, mate, so if you're going to piss about... Do you want to get... Can you get the door, please? Right, in here. Take a seat there, Carl. Right, take everything out then.
There, look.
Thank you.
Sure. Right there.
Right, 20, 40, 60, 80,
Because Stephen's in prison, I'm getting
140 quid.
It's a good result. And that means Dan's put one over on his partner, Steve.
140 quid. That'll wind Steve up. I'm just gonna phone the Gwillem now actually and wind him up. I've got one in custody. Carl Marchant, 140 quid.
You're joking?
No, I'm not. He's in the office now.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'll be there in about half hour, mate.
Bang to rights, mate. Really, really good job. 1-0 to me.
Yeah, right, fuck off.
Bye. Me and Steve have been having a little competition the last couple of days and I'm winning. Hey.
All right.
You alright? Where are you?
London.
See, why is it when I'm on my own, I can do it, when you're on your own, you can't?
Easy one, isn't it, really?
Not really. You're a bit jealous.
Wind your neck in.
Hard day's work.
But as custody beckons, the thief appears to fall asleep.
Come on, Carl, you have to wake up for me, alright? I'm not carrying you down the stairs.
Yeah, I'm not doing my back in for you. Come
I'm
on.
just coming down as well, so...
Oh, if you're coming,
Keep
can you-
walking.
Yeah, of course I can, yeah, no worries.
Carl, come on.
Great.
They will pull any stunt they can to not go to custody. The most common one is they will fall asleep.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Alright, I wasn't going to start slapping you. You need to stay awake.
I've even had people deliberately wee themselves and poo themselves before.
I mean, we've had them in before dribbling over tables and all sorts. I mean, it's anything at all. I mean, females with sexual favours and stuff like that, they'll offer to basically not get nicked. It's anything to get them away from it, but no, everyone gets nicked.
Right, come on, let's get in the car.
The sleepy shoplifter got a wake-up call with a 9-month supervision order. Although the shoplifter from Boys was genuinely disabled, the wheelchair has become a valuable prop for today's enterprising thief.
Able-bodied people are using wheelchairs. They've cottoned on to it. It's a method of theft at the end of the day. It's a tool that's used by a shoplifter. This one we call the chairlift. It's a manoeuvre we've seen time and time again. There's loads of places to hide things under the blanket.
They can stick things in their bag.
Because we're so low down, the store detectives can't see him.
Millions of pounds worth of stolen goods change hands every year, and increasingly it's happening online.
This one here has got multiples of exactly the same items.
New tags, yeah?
Yeah, all new tags.
Go back down.
Sites like eBay and Gumtree monitor for stolen goods, but Steve and Dan now regularly patrol cyberspace.
Websites like eBay, Gumtree, stuff like that are regularly used by prolific shoplifters to sell on stolen property. He's starting every auction off at 99p. You're not going to sell a brand new £20 t-shirt with a starting price of 99p. So clearly he's either had the stuff himself or he's buying bulk stolen items to sell on eBay. Like those two there, two exactly the same hoodies, Jack Wills.
And he's local.
Brand new. One's on 22 quid, the other one's on 31 quid. He's just taking bids up to what they're going to go for. Obviously that hoodie's probably, what, 60 quid to buy in the shop. That's clearly all nicked. You do have a realisation that, yeah, this is a dishonest country we live in. You know, if somebody offers you something that you want for a fraction of its price, admittedly, a lot of people are going to buy it.
We think that she might have stolen up to 3 items from the fitting room.
In Brighton, one store detective has scored a minor victory.
I'm going to nip down to my car, so I need to get my earpiece out and handcuffs.
Steve had his handcuffs confiscated by the police, but they've decided to give them back.
Oh, it's nice to have your cuffs back, I tell you. Nothing better than carrying a nice pair of handcuffs. They're quite discreet.
Let's go down a moochie up North East Street. Should go that way.
Yeah.
Steve and Dan are back on patrol.
Delta Charlie Sierra Golf.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the IC3 is right on the front door.
But there's one shoplifter they won't have to worry about.
He knows me. You remember what I used to be like, don't you?
He's a reformed character now.
All right.
He's my friend now.
I'm happy for him to come in the store these days.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm happy to chat with him, whereas before we just couldn't get him out of it quick enough.
Jamie has stopped shoplifting. He says the last thing he ever stole was a Diodora sports jacket.
When I got a knock at the door and it was the old Bill, I felt small, you know what I mean? Petty, tacky.
3 years ago, Jamie had a son.
I'm not condemning the shoplifting, it's just that I don't want a boy going to school saying his dad's a thief. You know what I mean? I want him to say, Dad, you know what I mean? He's a good man. Yeah?
If I was in charge of the country, I'd build 10 more prisons, money no object, 6 months minimum sentence, bang them up. It would sort the problem out, wouldn't it?
No bail, just jail for me this time, Metcalf.
I've got full respect for the old Bill. They do their job like that. Yeah, but I wish they'd leave the TDs alone.